I wonder if he's still in there. As we turn the corner, it's a Scarecrow. I'm calling it. Yep, I called this. Hey, baby girl. How you doing? The Scarecrow Man blocks our path. Of all the... Saki, run. Oh. Don't order me around, Feral. We lost it, right? Oh, shoot. Saki and I have run in different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the times to run into that thing again. If it's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of its arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... Hang on. I feel like this might be dangerous. I'm going to save. Boom. Did I just hear something? What are you doing here all alone? Did you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency and every birdie's supposed to gather into the gym. You should... You're... Kawara Ryota. He knows my name? Haven't met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar morning dove shakes his head. This is the first time we've spoken. Then why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Luna. Looney? Oh, right. Didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time? Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nagake. You were friends with Looney then? Did you see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all, or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency practice, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh. She washed up here and spoke to me, which can only mean one thing. She's dead. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand. It's almost as if he's talking to himself and doesn't care whether or not his interlocutor knows what he means. She washed up here, do you mean yesterday? Do you know anything about what happened to her last night? Please tell me! I did not. Miss Luna did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either. Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab, but you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Luna came here. It was just now. What?! He's gone. The morning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider this possibility, but maybe Saki's right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. You're late, Kawara. Blasted feral doves. Saku, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, mongrel! Thanks. Sorry to worry you, Sakia. Anyway, Sakia filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally. Just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Sir, about this control panel... What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the one that controls the dome. Right. I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We're going to have Yuya get into this for us, but... That's illegal, you know. That doesn't matter. Don't you comprehend our situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. Wakes up the computer, and before I've long... I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where I learned to do that. I imagine he spends spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes. X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing. Maybe I should watch more of them. There you go. Now then. There. We're logged in as the administrator now. Woohoo! This only has an open and a close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. I'll leave this up to you two. If we press the button, either the dome itself or the hatch will possibly open. With the headmaster of dead, we have no idea what's happening outside. If there really is a terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put everybody in danger. wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay. There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should save. Well, we saved very recently, so I guess we're going to open it. We're going to open it and see what happens. Let's open it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed. And we can confirm once and for all that this talk of disaster was nonsense. Huh? Escape hatch opened. I guess that's not for the whole dome. No matter. All we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm out there or something. See, the escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. It closes on its own? Seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out, but let's go and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sasazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Looney alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go, Kawara, Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Alright. So we're starting to get the meat and bones of all this. Where was the hatch? Have your eyes or pickled onions. Right there. The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like control panel worked. Think every birdie should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, but we'll be able to get 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing. The same calm autumn sky from the morning. No earthquake and no typhoon. And the announcement video is a fake. I think it's safe to assume the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, and so I think we best think carefully before going out. We can't see a city at all. We really don't know if there's anything going on out there. If there's anything, there is no disaster, and there's all some sort of plot surrounding Luna's death. We need some more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Look, a hatch is open. It is! We can go home! No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck, we're standing around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Wait, come back at once! We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Gah! A gunshot? We have to go help him. Calm down, Kawara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... What? As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out. Someone from the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster if we got out. We get killed. But why? What's going on? Third class is at an end. Oh, goodness. And I'm going to make sure to wait. Just make sure. Okay, fourth class. So, there was just a little bit of a glitch, I guess. Between the second and third class. This is fucking long. But I want to get to the bottom of this. And I want you guys to not have to wait till tomorrow. Because I feel like that'd be rude. Looney's corpse delivered without warning throughout school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce the emergency situation, then turned up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school, the scarecrow appeared for no apparent reason and then sealed off the building. And now, students shot dead as if they tried to escape. What's going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem like things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. We have to keep going. We do have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. Can't explain to them after we figured out what to do. Yeah, it's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escapes turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. Hopefully he does, because I kind of want to know. I want to know what's going on. I'm just being taken on a ride here, guys. We returned to the maintenance office and explained what outside to Mr. One. I see. Seems that our worst predictions have come to bear the evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while, Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. Lion JB. I am Leon JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent. Pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? It looks like a cockatiel to me. I've heard this is of this Dove Party, a secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It's a noble's duty to be well informed. It just got really loud. I feel like must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that's not how the world works. There's so many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the schools, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with the St. Pigeon Nations? Seems hard to school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. Even welcomed Luna as a representative. That's a typo. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there's a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open! Thank you! That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. And it's just all the exciting music stuff. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human at the school starting the year 2187. And I'm still using an iPhone. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, and we have nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Semaitera influenza when making our selection. We'll pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Semaitera influenza. And the human representative. This is talking about Lula. No matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protest of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Looney is to die, so her death is connected to the dome after all, and the important part is this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Looney, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem they trap us in here to give humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, and what awaits outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So this was the true face of her enrollment here. Where I think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, Ikaju Group, has been heavily involved with human charities in the past 20 years. I've investigated the history of St. Pigeon Nations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the idea of coexisting with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We've had information about the document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge, and then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. Yes. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. that student who got shot when he flew out of the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not when she died, but when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago. Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. and before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakya, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they ruined the day they decided to tangle with the label. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed, but if we go outside we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside is enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Saki. I'm glad you're here. Do not flatter. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it. Just take the compliment, you bitch. Found a connection between Looney's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. But I am going to die, it seems. I am going to die. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Saki, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know what it says on here. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn open and we can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like there's anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful just meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was a locked file. Indeed. I had heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must know what would have happened after Lula died. The escape path was no doubt but in place to allow him alone to escape, which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go at the school documents then. I'm not the only dub agent at the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. The other is Yuya. Time to look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Luna said he would investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? Headmaster's office or the library, perhaps? We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like the school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. Library it is, then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw when going to the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. Well, with the headmaster dying and an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken and all that, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome, so there's no doubt connected to it. If we can continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Luna's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. And that's decided then. We'll go to the library, read up on the school's history, and we'll look for the bird. It probably doesn't matter, but what should we do first? We should go to the library. Because Nanaki might have something very useful for us. Library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library's a little ways from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Being hung up on little things like in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school's documents? Probably not just where anybody can look at them. They're probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search. Right. Yes. I just want to know what's going on. Books, and none of what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be around this corner, but apparently not. And here a line of incredibly dusty encyclopedia. That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeon Nation's history. It's not back here with the large volume, so maybe it's a different... It's not here. You've never left. Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you that earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or he just doesn't care. The records. Keep looking there and you'll never find them. So you know where they are. Yep. Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes of black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk, in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. I'm sorry, I was talking to him. Talking to the bookshelves? Sure, there are better uses for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama. What's he talking about? Nageki's standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakya... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes. Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I'll remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you've forgotten yet? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. It's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him just as a hallucination. Request only books, this shelf. Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as they were at the headmaster's office. Chronologically of same pigeons. This? Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school same year. Ichigo inaugurated headmaster. 2810. Much more recent than I thought. Only 8 years. I didn't know neither. Aside from that, it's the transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakya, look at this. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nagaki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago. Oh. Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? Dave, if you're watching this, you are correct. That's the one situation. He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakyuji couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. Do you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but I couldn't find him. He's always found me rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. But if he died in the basement, then why is he in the library? Because that's the reason he couldn't leave the library in the first place. Bloodstained bird. Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know somebody like this? Vague, as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yu was still in here. Let's go ask him again. He didn't sense something was there until he returns home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, Said he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what he said is true, then he was lying. Which would mean that the doctor was lying too. Very well. Yuya, salutations. How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger go into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? No, sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yes. No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he saw the bird going to the infirmary, not going to the infirmary and not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find any more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Oh my god, the conspiracy's driving me insane. Where do we... the medical center's... Indeed, where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. Guys, I'm sorry about breaking up. This is far too long. This is going to have to be 1, 2, 3 parts. I'm at like an hour and a half. So, I'm going to apologize for all the cliffhangers and suspense that have been up to this point, and also not saying goodbye to you all. But it is far too long. Sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said that the fire broke out in the basement, and so if the building was burned to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then, assuming it wasn't demolished. And are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings, Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate. It's not used for... What's wrong? School hasn't even been for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building. Yeah. Looks like the doors are locked. Then we shall break it down. Sure, you sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. Probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. It's awfully dusty in here. It's been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared out everything when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as the main building. Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, there's a door with a sign on it. I guess it was a reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering down this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left here now, though. And? Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what this is. Who knows? Something put in place with the human representative business. So, no doubt it was nothing good. If Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center, what if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. Bunch of encyclopedias? Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library have the same binding, and the same volume 9. There's an extra copy of volume 6. Look, this copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then? Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah, the other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in that extra volume copy of 9, But maybe we should see if it came from here. When we get to the main building, we just go check the library. Friday isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We search the entire floor, and we've yet to find what we're after. The stairs in the basement? Apparently the fire that closed off the building 5 years ago is all started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't seem to have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind here. It must have been sealed off after the fire. I mentioned that this wall has a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here. It seems likely. Isn't this a bit of a cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more use than here. At least found something from the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. It's Oko-san! Did you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end and concrete all around. We need to get somewhere out with a window fast. Run! Yes! Stop! It's here! Wait. Calm down, Kawara. It's small. Banana Man! So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from room 22? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what's he doing in here? I think I'm gonna have a headache. Textoris Maluda Furious. Who, me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym. No. I'm going to hold off on any suspicious activity until I actually know exactly what's going on. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else. Come on, let's go back. I'm not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textoris Maluda Furious, Undertaker. Undertaker? Okay. I'm going to mute this for a while so I can actually talk. So, my theory is him and the main character have some sort of blood feud thing going on because they're both actually some sort of demon-esque thing. And both the main character and Ryota have both sort of forgotten, which is why it's something that I forgot, which is super weird, and also explains why Nageki knows about it because he's dead and is probably very connected with all these things, and why Shu knows everything because he's the evil demon lord. That's my 2 cents. That's my theory. Back to this. Undertaker. If that's it, then, so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel Judica. Come! I knew it! I was right! Dark Void. Oh, hang on. I need to save. I need to save. In case I fuck this up. Ryota's turn. Deathbringer. Ryota used Deathbringer. Ano takes 60 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sayuka attacks. Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage? Angel is shaken. Huh? I am shocked, Kawara. Think that you would even go with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory. I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influence in the very reality of his surroundings is a frightening powerful indeed. You, Luzon, what you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. To follow the demon spores. A whole new variety of what the heck you're talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's his dialect, Sayuka. The end is calling me. That is all. That is what the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if Gary is somewhere far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker. So you're a moth allured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I'm stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. More crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is the way Bleeding Heart's plumage look. Oh. Ozakura, blood-stained chest. Saki, do you think this is the blood-stained stranger Sansa was? Anho, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Ball and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufo, the Tea of Blight, calling out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. How the Magician of White, your anger now, is it the power of the demon spores? I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant may refer to you as the infirmary. I knew it! I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Saku dragging Angel behind him. Cuckoo! This one! This is the blood-stained stranger Okasan saw! That's that, then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go in the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the Chosen One can stop the demon spores. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Okasan talk. In other words, he didn't. Useless! The gate was sealed by the power of darkness. However, Ido Blau did venture within. Ido Blau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to the sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Ido Blau, she goes by Luna Looney. Looney went in there? What? Okay, so since I'm actually going about cutting these a little bit short, we're going to call it time for right now. And we'll get back to this in the next episode. So, guys, I really hope you're enjoying the series. This got really interesting really quickly. I did not think it would be going on this long. My voice is absolutely very, very tired. But I will see you in this next episode. I'm too curious to give this up for right now. I love you all so much. Bye, guys.
I don't like this room very much. It looks like a torture room. Why is my room right across the hall from a torture chamber? Hello, penis! Oh, God! Hello! I know. Okay, Mr. Spider. You can suck on my balls!